This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's a little bit of a first impressions video today, and perhaps something of a mystery to be solved, because it's this guitar we're looking at. Not done anything by this brand in quite a while. This is a Harley Benton Les Paul copy, and beyond that I'm not really able to tell you much more, and we'll get into that as we go through the video, what the mystery is that might need solving. But first thing to say is that this guitar doesn't currently belong to me. There's a chap I know up in Scotland. He goes by the name of Rob, and he got in touch with me and said, there's a guitar for sale in your locality. It's local pickup, local delivery only. If I send you the money, can you grab it? So I said yes, and that's why the guitar is here. And next time Rob is travelling up and down the country, which I believe he does on a regular basis, he's either going to swing by here and pick this up and take it home with him, or in the meantime, I'm going to, ping him the money back and hang on to it myself. To be decided at the moment, basically. We shall see how things pan out. It's a Harley Benton, and if we look on the back of the headstock, it says it's an Indonesian-made Harley Benton SC 550 SL Tribute. And the Indonesian bit has piqued my interest. I can't prove this, and I might be a million miles wide of the mark, but if someone were to tell me that this guitar came out of the Court factory, then it wouldn't surprise me. Basically, it's got that sort of quality feel that you get from guitars out of that factory. And that model number, you can search on the Toman website, and you can search on the Harley Benton website, because they have a separate website. And you won't find a guitar listed by that model number anywhere on either website, which kind of suggests that either this is a discontinued model, or maybe they're doing what Harley Benton often do, which is the model on the back of the headstock here doesn't tally with the model number that it's listed on under the website. I was unable to find any Harley Benton single cut that had this kind of almost quilted maple veneer top. Plenty of book matched maple kind of sort of looking stuff, and there's a little bit of that going on here, but this has got much more of a quilty kind of feel to it. So I don't know. Rob, whose guitar this currently is, says that I think he mentioned that it's one of the ones with a Goto hardware, and again, that wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, but I can't find anything on the guitar like a Goto brand name on the tuners or anything like that that would confirm that. So we're just going to have to judge it on its own rights, and nothing wrong with that. What I can tell you is I think the body is Maranthe. Certainly all of the similar Harley Benton SC 550s have Maranthe bodies. I can tell you it's not one of the EMG ones, because this guitar has Tesla pickups in it. You can see by the branding. Maybe you can't see, but they are branded as Teslas. So perhaps a Maranthe body, neck, I don't know, mahogany of some kind, I guess. It looks like a Pau Ferro fretboard. It doesn't look like that roseacre, that kind of thermally treated maple. No idea what the nut material is or anything like that. But everything works. Everything's there. It's all, fine and dandy, all present and correct. What you can tell the minute you pick it up is that it's got some really rather chunky stainless steel frets that feel very, very accommodating under the fingers. Nice low action. If I can just find my action ruler, we'll just have a quick little look on the bass side and see what it measures at the 12th fret. Yeah, I'm going to say just a shade, somewhere between 1mm and 1.25mm at the 12th fret, so that's nice and slinky. Let's have a listen to what it sounds like. As usual, I'm going into the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury edition on the Vintage channel. That's being recorded out the recording output onto Reaper on that PC there, and there's a little bit of delay and reverb added just to kind of just ear candy, basically, just to make it sound nice and pretty. So on the neck pickup with the volume control rolled back, let's hear what that sounds like. It's got a pleasant, full, bell-like tone to it, I would say. Again, with the volume control on the bridge pickup rolled back, let's hear what that kind of sounds like. No disgrace there, is there? I mean, that's, a perfectly usable, nice tone that's coming out there. For sake of completeness, let's have a listen to the middle position. What does that sound like with the same settings? Again, it's got that sort of sweet, jangly sound with a nice bottom end to it as well that you get from this style of guitar on the middle position. And this guitar has already passed one of the most important tests for me as a guitar, is what does it sound like when you roll the guitar's volumes down? Does it turn to mud? Well, clearly not. Let's go for what we know we want to hear from this guitar. Bridge pickup, cranked right up, and through that sort of plexi-ish setting on the Blue Guitar Amp 1, we get something that sounds rather nice. Again, am I missing something here? That to me is just a really credible sound. It's got some guts to it. Let's hear the neck pickup under similar conditions. Again, volume all the way up, and through the same amp settings, it sounds like this. Let's roll the tone control off for a little bit of that Clapton-y kind of woman tone. See if we can kind of conjure that particular spirit. Etc. In short, I think this guitar does, first impressions are that this guitar does a pretty good rendition of all of the kind of tones that you would expect from a guitar with roughly this body shape and this pickup configuration. It delivers the goods. It's got it going on. If I was to find one fault with it, just as a first impressions fault, I saw photos of this guitar. I saw it basically through a lens like you're seeing it now. When Rob pinged me some pictures and said, this is the guitar I'm thinking about. And I thought, oh, gorgeous, that looks absolutely stunning. In person, it's just not quite as impressive. It's still a good-looking guitar, don't get me wrong, it is. And you can see that, actually, there is a little bit of movement in that top if you hold it, but it's, I get the feeling that this is the thinnest of wafer-thin veneers on here, to quote Mr. Creosote. On here, there's not, it lacks that way that, a top like this, you would hope it would kind of dance in the light and stuff. It does a little bit, but it's not as impressive in person as it is in pictures. But how much are these? I think these are about, well, I don't know how much they are because I don't know which model it is, but similar models on the Harley Benton website are high 200s, low 300s, and for a guitar that kind of delivers the goods as much as this one does. I don't think that that one little thing about it doesn't look as gorgeous, as absolutely gorgeous as a kind of a custom shop Gibson or something. That's really being nitpicky, isn't it? But if I'm trying to find something about it to find fault with, it would be that. But other than that, it's a lovely thing. Gloss finish on the back of the neck, maybe. As I've often said, I prefer satin, but gloss isn't a deal breaker, and this doesn't feel particularly sticky or claggy or, like it's going to impede movement. I do like these stainless steel frets, though. I really do kind of find these very, very accommodating to play on. But anyway, what I'm going to do with this guitar, I'm going to do a couple more videos coming up on Sunday. I'm going to do the usual full-on workup of this, put it in a track, give you all the weights and measures. I can tell you now that it is quite a light guitar for this style of instrument. It's you wouldn't have any problems kind of standing at a gig with this slung over your shoulder for a couple of hours. It's no boat anchor, put it that way. But yeah, as I say, coming up on Sunday, all the usual weights and measures, neck profile, pickup resistance readings, what the guitar sounds like in a mix, all of that good stuff. But that, as I say, is a story for another day, and that is the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and found it informative and useful and hopefully entertaining. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. If you know any more about this guitar than I've already said, like specifically which model it is, how much it costs, if it's still available, all that sort of stuff, then drop a comment down below, because I'm genuinely interested to find out. But as I say, that's the video for today, folks, and we'll see how that guitar shapes up in the full mix on Sunday. And what else do I need to say? Yes, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. We drink beer and talk about stuff, possibly that guitar this week. We drink beer and talk about stuff, music and guitars, whatever. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.